Start recording. Okay, I think all my videos start like that, don't they? Alright, this is the thing. This here is my HP laptop, and I made a, what's called, rescue clone? No, that's what's it called? Rescuezilla, yeah. Not Clonezilla, Rescuezilla. Rescuezilla is good for, I would say, everything Linux. And just as a hint, so when I had my OpenSense drive cloned, didn't really work with Rescuezilla, but it worked with Clonezilla. But I also couldn't use Ventoy. I had to use it on a pure USB stick, which is okay for me. So just if you know, so if you have BSD, it's a good idea to use Clonezilla. Anything else, Rescuezilla should be totally fine. So what is that? MX Linux. So you can see it most likely, right? So yes, it's MX Linux. And this is my HP laptop. And yes, it's encrypted. That's why Calculate Linux had to go. There is a way with Calculate Linux to encrypt it too, but I wanted to have... you will see what I mean here. So what do I have here? Which MX Linux will ZMean Linux use? So I have a kernel 6.1.0-44. It's already updated. It was a little bit less before. What I also did is, do I have that here? Let me see. I should have done that earlier, right? So here you go. Oh, sudo apt mark show hold. So I put that kernel on hold. You see the 6.0-21. That was the original. That is where is it? Okay, so we open this one up to 23.6 libretto, and that is Bookworm. I used Bookworm because Trixie is then what's the, I think all the names nomen is omen, right? The best thing is Ubuntu 26. It needs 6 GB minimum RAM. Oh, rust me. 6 GB RAM for Ubuntu. Ubuntu Lightweight, 12 GB RAM. Oh dear me, Windows 11 is now lightweight compared to Ubuntu. I mean, yeah, how can I say this? They run Ubuntu against the wall on purpose, right? Because, as I said, Linux is infiltrated. The idea is to destroy everything what has been built here by the people. And so they created 2 categories, right? Oh, we are this opinion, and if you're against it, you are a Nazi and whatsoever. I don't think anybody knows anymore what the word Nazi means. However, I don't want to go there, but you see, supported until June 2028. I do not think that we are here at this time anymore. So because Rapture is coming, it all looks horrible. It's not happening now, so no worries. That still goes in waves, up and down and up and down. Yes, it will get always worst after the up, but Rapture is around end of October, beginning November. That is it. I don't argue about it. This is just how it is, and I'm done talking, telling people. I'm so tired of telling people that I want to know, that just want to argue. However, back here. So why did I choose MX23.6? Yeah, Trixie. If you remember, my wife has LDE 6, Linux Mint on her laptop, which is exactly the same laptop I have here. Everything is the same spec. And the same manufacturer, everything is the same. And she never ever had a crash, and I had crashed, but I had the Ubuntu version. I think it was also the higher version already. And I thought, with my infinite wisdom, I said, okay, of course, it's Ubuntu, that's why it's crashing. So I installed LDE 7, because I was in my mind thinking I will update the laptop for my wife to LDE 7, and she will be super happy. Except about that massive menu what pops up, it takes 2/3 of your screen just to show you some apps, application menu. However, and I had weird stuff going on, quirks and troubles, and with VirtualBox I had all of a sudden module problems and back and forward, and holy moly, this was a nightmare. And with Mageia 9, for example, I could install VirtualBox, I could install parallel to it Virt Manager, and no problems at all. And they're running also, I think, 6.4 the kernel, something like that. And they're not as, I think they're in what we would call Bookworm area, which is perfect. That means it's a stable system. So this is Bookworm 2. And guess what? I do have Word Manager, Duran, and VirtualBox. And they all work just fine. Duran. So I tried around already. Virtual Manager, I just have to install. I want to install something. And I figured something out. So Virtual Manager, if you create a disk, or you can untick take whole space or something like that. And if you say, because my hard drive here is 230 gigabyte or something, and if I say 250 gigabyte QCOW2, and I untick take full space, it will show 250 gigabyte of a virtual drive, which confused me totally, because I mean, I have a 230 gigabyte hard drive. How can I have a 250 gigabyte virtual drive on it? Because it shows it in the file manager in full size, but it doesn't take the full size. So you have to go in properties, and you can see what it literally or actually takes. So, my bad. Of course, it has to be Virtual Manager's fault, because as we all know, I'm always right, never wrong. And if somebody doubts this, then rule number 2 is that rule number 1 has to be enforced. So I'm always right. I can't do anything wrong here, really. So trust me. Trust the science. So another little thing. So I will show a little bit more of these things. I installed a lot. As you can see, one of my subscribers, he watched my videos, and he told me that he put LibreWolf on one of his installation. So since then, I figured I remembered LibreWolf, which is a very nice idea. So I have it running too. And usually I go for ESRs. So like I've got Firefox ESR, I've got Thunderbird ESR. Then I don't have so many updates. I don't want so many updates. I just want to enjoy my life. I've got my Synology drive running here. I've got, of course, KeyPass running here. Then I have Nextcloud desktop here for syncing. An update wait, 2 new updates. Who knows what that is? OBS was here with the MX. Always has that nice stuff going on. Where are they? I think in. Oh yeah, no, I have it on favorites. So here, MX package installer. So you will find lots of little things here. Did I get Brave here? Yes, I got Brave here. And you see, I swapped out Firefox into ESR, and LibreWolf was here. That was all nice and all good. And yeah, by the way, I put that kernel here on hold. So how did I do this? Let me go back here. Oh dear me. See, I was busy here, guys. So, see, sudo apt. Can you see that even? Hold on a moment. Preferences. Appearance. Sudo apt dash mark space hold space and then the kernel. I couldn't put the 21 or whatever that is here. However, maybe I did, I don't know. But you see, they updated it anyway, right? I'm on now on 44. But that's all right with me. So I hold that kernel, it's all done. And that should stay here with me now. So I don't want the kernel updated. 6.1 is already bad enough. There's already Rust in it, but it's in the experimental phase. So it's not holding something critical. In my opinion, and as we all know, I'm always right, that is what makes Trixie really, really bad. And some other Rust stuff. It's just how it is. And what I wanted to say. Yeah, it's part of destroying Linux, right? That is just what they want to do. And they're busy infiltrating it. And people haven't figured it out yet that they abused to destroy. Like, I mean, you see it with Ubuntu. You know, oh, we write everything in Rust. Okay, now you need 6 gigabyte to, most likely for a server. No I mean, it's a desktop install, but, you know, next time when they're done with Rust, it might be 8 gigabyte for the server, headless. Oh, dear me. I mean, honestly, yeah, it's like putting a timing belt made of rubber in an oil bath, right? Hello Ford, EcoBoom. And Chevrolet did it too. I mean, who signs things like that off? It's the same when people say, oh, you have to rewrite everything in Rust. That's a sad thing too here, that XFCE is actually going to rewrite in... I mean, what for, honestly? Yeah, I mean, maybe you have too much donation. I don't know. But, oh, by the way, too much donation and people dismantling Linux and trying to destroy everything we have. So you might wonder, by chance here, with age verification, who are the honorable people coming up with that great idea? Because we have conspiracy theorists saying, yeah, the pedophiles can get the children easier with age verification. So, for example, this honorable man, what's his name here, Lyron Velleman, was a prominent campaigner for the Online Safety Act, which includes age verification provisions before he was prosecuted and convicted for child sexual offences. Role in Online Safety Act. Velleman was identified as one of the key figures in the UK who campaigned for the provisions found on the Online Safety Act, which aims to protect children online through measures like age verification. Contradictory actions. Despite his public advocacy for online safety laws, Velleman used the internet to target a child. Now, I am totally shocked. This cannot be true, right? Let me see. How does this guy look like? Former Barnet councillor who sent nude videos to schoolgirls, spared jail. Of course, spared jail. I mean, I trust that this bad guy, that is all that you feel good, right? That, oh yeah, look, he get it now. Yeah, he will be sent to an island somewhere, definitely. So he sent messages in online chat room, Snapchat, to the girl talking about sex acts and urging her to send pictures of herself wearing a dressing gown, pajamas and a bra and crop top. So this gentleman did everything he could to protect the children. Yeah. So now you know. Now we got rid of the rumors that people invented this for predators to find easier children. Otherwise they get caught, by the police or something. Metropolitan police officer who was posing as he got him. Now, this is of course bad. This is not nice. He gave so much of his work to keep children safe with the age verification, right? Which you can't do anyway, right? I showed you 3 billion reason. 3 billion, not million, billion reason ID merit. Yeah, account hacked. So now we know this fine gentleman here is one of the major workers to get age verification running. That makes me wonder who is all involved in this, However, now we know, right? So tricky, isn't it? That's what I wanted to get off, so that we know now about these rumors. That's not nice. These people give everything, and that's what you get. All right, and you see here, Word Manager, VirtualBox. That's what I like here on MX. Oh, by the way, MX gave also a nice message. I mean, just common sense with age verification. It makes no sense. It doesn't work with Linux. It's just not possible for Linux. It's an open source system, right? Right. Yeah, it's just what it is. So, where do I put this one here? This is, yeah. And look at that. They also have Stego hide. Not Stego, Stego suit. You put that image here, like what I showed you before. And then you can hide a message there to protect yourself from ID theft, scammers, data brokers, all these kind of things. Alright, here's the OBS Studio session. I haven't fired that up yet. Signal, that is for the laziest of the lazies. I get some poor people, some people more now in Simple X chat, which is pretty nice. So here my sounding right area. Because with this changing legislation, you say things today, and they might not be in the legislation legal anymore tomorrow, right? Yeah, and some people can misinterpret you. Like I heard the people saying that 15 and 15 is 30, but then in the same day I heard people saying that 16 and 16 is 32. Huh? How can that be 30 then? also, right? Yeah, misinterpretation. People can just twist and turn words into whatever they want. Yeah. So that's the package installer. And they have Flatpaks here. I actually used it for Flatpaks for quite a lot. So, see Bamboo Studio. Yes, of course, I got it. I had to have it. Popular application. So I use this, of course, for Word Manager, for VirtualBox. So, yeah, typical MX, but the Bookworm edition, because they are just, how can I say this? They work. They're stable, they work, they don't do quirky things, they don't act up, they don't take immense space. Hello Ubuntu 26. Absolute insanity. I mean, honestly. Wow. Yeah. I've got no words for that. So Scanner, of course, works too. I installed HPlib, and this worked without any troubles here. I must also say I always install it with a root account and with sudo. Before I wanted to install here, that's my scanner printer. I wanted to install Devuan 5 here, because Devuan 5 is also very nice, but I happen to have only the old ISO file where it doesn't really install grub properly. And my laptop, as I said, I get paranoid. I need my laptop to be encrypted, the hard drive. As I said, they steal it, this is bad. But if it's unencrypted, this is, you get mad, right? Because they have access to your emails, to your address book, and everything you got on it. So it has to be protected, right? So it's not that we have something to hide, but we choose who do we show something. And theft is theft. And you don't want to have everything gone. Because if you're a little bit reckless here with the privacy of other people, that's also bad. And because if that's stolen and you have an email with somebody, yeah, the thief can read it. Yeah. And so that's, it's anyway encrypted. I use PGP2, of course. But as I said, the hard drive has to be encrypted on a laptop. There's just no way around it. It's the same with all my servers. The hard drives are all encrypted. So if they ever get something stolen, the hard drive's gone. But at least nobody can access any data. So, as I said, I was pretty busy here, didn't reboot anything, so I'm on 2.6 gigabyte now. You even swapped 88 megabyte, I definitely needed that. I only have 12 gigabyte here. So I don't know why I got 88 megabytes here. Dang it. So, yeah, I have no QuickSync running here with OBS. This is just a software 264 codec. But you see, these computers nowadays are pretty strong, they're pretty fast, so it's an i7 CPU. Very, very nice. What else? Yeah, so I would really recommend, guys, get one of the, if you want to play safe, you don't want any troubles, get the old systems, like Bookworm for Debian, right? And what's it, 2204 for Ubuntu, I think it is. What's it called? Jammy, I don't know. I'll make another video about that one too then. And install everything you might ever think you might need. Yeah. So that you don't go for that age verification, because I think that's the time then when this is it. That's why I create already everything is local. I have online access too if I want to, but so like with VPNs. And by the way, I've got VPN here too. Private internet access, because I bought it when you buy the 3 years contract. Yes, I have a affiliate link which I didn't post. So yeah, I'm not here to make money on you guys. That's why I don't have advertisement on. And to be honest, the way the channel is, I'm not a smooth talker. I'm not praising things or try to talk rubbish good, just to keep my fans for, let's say, what can we use? Yeah, I don't know, for whatever. So I'm not in it. So like systemd, I don't like it, finished. I don't like Wayland, I don't like Rust. And just because somebody like Rust, and if they unsubscribe, then so be it. But I can't be a smooth talker. Just imagine, what's my opinion worth if I just turn like a flag in the wind, right? Like a real politician, turns like a propeller. So, however, Debian 5, that's what inspired me, because I played around with Debian 5, yeah, to show you guys if you install an operating system and you can't boot, how to get the boot grub installed on that system so that it actually works. It would have worked too, but the encryption caused some trouble. My grub disk couldn't find the boot entry, so I couldn't boot. Of course, it was encrypted, right? And it didn't want to unencrypt it. Didn't give me a chance. So, however, seems I found another problem then, or not really a problem, but it's just what it is. So and then I just installed. I give it 2 attempts or 3 with Debian 5 because I'm not giving up so easily. And then I thought, you know, what about MX23? That is a pretty nice thing to do, and it really does. It's a very nice, very nice operating system. As I said, and then I heard voices, right, that people said, yeah, but let's say Antiques is Antifa and whatever. You know, with all that stuff, Antifa, Vogue, and whatever you call that, whatever is going on. To be honest, like these people who make distros now political, what did they contribute? Nothing. Debian is here for 3 decades, and these people, they just, how can I say this? They can just wipe their own butt off, yeah, all alone already. That's all they can. This is what they contributed, nothing. These are infiltrators, so they get sponsored by Black Ops operations, and they come with money and influence, and are they friendly and nice and make propaganda, and it sounds good, and they bring money, and the project goes forward, and look at that, how great this is, and everybody who is against this is whatever, yeah. You know, that's what I've said from the beginning. There is no left and right. If somebody comes and splits things up, this is not your friend. You're either pro-human or you're not. And if you have no logic, I'm sorry, you're lost. You got to have some logic, right? So, yeah. So I'm not saying Rust. I just believe that Rust is a Trojan horse. It's the same like with System D, and Wayland will be too. And if you combine these 3 Trojan horses, whoa, total control, right? So, because you know they have everywhere cameras now, your phone is listening all day long. I wonder what your car does when it's hanging out, right? Because they have cameras in the front and the back and microphones, and who knows? I mean, what did they do in Russia? Porsche, I think they just used a kill switch to switch their cars off. So these people, doesn't matter which nationality they are, they bought a car, and the car manufacturer decided to switch that off. Of course, they posted and said, that was by accident, we didn't really mean to. So why do you have that kill switch in the first place? You shouldn't have one, right? Yeah, that's how I see it. There's another welcome. I've got 2 open. Click. So yeah, so these are my thoughts, and I wanted to make a video because I haven't done anything yet. So, and I really thought we got to get rid of the rumors that these age verification might be from people with different agendas, right? Now we know. We don't have to rumors anymore. They're very honorable. And operating system, you see the craziness going on. I'm happy that lots of distros are standing up and say no, because that's the only thing to do. You just say no. They're not properties. Like in Germany now, they say that the mighty army has to sign off now when somebody wants to go on abroad. And I thought that the government are civil servants and not overlords. They're employees. They're employed by the people. They don't own the country. They don't own the people. They don't own the money they spend, even though they take lots of it for themselves. But it's people money. There's no government money. It's always tax money, isn't it? Like here in our country, I wait for World War II to come to an end so that we don't have to pay in-tax anymore. Because it's really just there to finance World War II. Once that's finished, we're all good. There is no more income tax. It's maybe another 2 weeks, I don't know, but it should be flatten the curve soon, and then World War II comes to an end. And then we don't have any income tax anymore. Political word of honor, right? You can trust it. 100%. So what do I have? Yeah, you see I've got quite a few messengers here now. My browsers, I've got Brave browser, ESR Firefox, LibreWolf, Thunderbird is what I use in the moment. KeePass, that's my password manager, and in a moment I sync it with my Nextcloud. For a phone, Nextcloud is not that good because it syncs every 15 minutes and you can't set it to different times, and it's permanent complaining, so I never ever change any passwords on the phone version. And if I have enough, I just say unsync from the phone, then it vanishes, it pops away, and then I sync again, and then the new version gets downloaded. Syncing, on the other hand, is syncing perfectly. There's almost never ever any trouble at all, and it goes boop, 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 boop. It's the same what goes here on a computer. If I switch a folder off on Nextcloud, go chung, it's gone. It's on the also deleted here from the hard drive. Gets taken out. If you have Synology drive and you don't want to sync it anymore, then do not delete the folder you have on your computer where you sync with. But either way, it's all good to me. So, yeah, and calendar, address book, and all these things, they are now also available local to me. Lots of things I use now, they are local. And what else is here to say? Yeah, I got I went for everything here, like my Synology drive, and that is dep files, right? So I installed that from dep files. Bamboo Studio, I installed also from, no, that they link you to now to Flatpaks. Yeah, that's over. They had a dep file, but now it's a Flatpak, and they link you to this Flatpak. So that's how I got this. Then FreeCAD, I also used the Flatpak version then for FreeCAD. And I think they have a USB burner here, so format USB, they have everything here. So perfect to me. Yeah, MX, I used it a long time. I still have a virtual machine with 16, MX16 running, which is quite some time, I guess. Right? So yeah, here Debian version 12.13, so that's Bookworm, right? So I'm just saying this here. It's a little bit small on the TV, most likely. Like we're poor people, most of us. But we have a character for that. That's why poor people usually have a character. They don't have enough money to buy friends and stuff like that. So you're just the way you are. And that's a good thing. Alright, here's my Synology notes. I'm not opening that up yet. I had Joomla. No, what's it called? Not Joomla. Oh, what is it called? Joplin it is. Okay. And the Joplin server I was running doesn't want to run locally, so it gives me trouble. So I installed QO nodes, and with that you can import your Joomla nodes, Joplin nodes, and drop them with your desktop, Nextcloud desktop sync, into your notes folder, and then they show all up under Nextcloud, which is pretty neat, isn't it? I wish that would work also with Synology nodes, but Synology nodes is really nice. I must say it's really good. I mean, that's the thing. That's the only reason they still sell their machines, right? I wouldn't buy one anymore because they pulled that off, that they wanted to have only Synology drives you got to buy. Yeah, yes, they backpedaled, but you do this one time, then we know your face, right? You show your face, we remember. So trick me once, don't fool me twice. So that is that. So in the moment I'm downloading everything I can, and I can still get from the Bookworm area. Yeah, the Ubuntu versions from Bookworm. I mean, Magia didn't give me any quirks, so I think they're still in the Bookworm area with their packages, which is great to me. I don't need the latest. I don't want to have the latest. I want stable, reliable. It's more like Slackware, right? I want a thing which just works. That's why I like ESR Firefox, for example. I like ESR Thunderbird. I don't want any updates. Oh, look, we made this dot now green instead of blue. Oh, great, we are wonderful. Let's run an update. Yeah, And then, oh no, now we have a vulnerability. When we made this dot, we also changed something here, and now we have a vulnerability. No, we don't want it. So we just go for stable stuff. Because I don't want to update all these things. Because, yeah, here it says June 2028. That's how long it runs. By the way, the 32 versions, like Firefox, only runs till June 2026, I think. Then it's over. So if you want to have some 32 operating system, I think MX, you can still get it on 32, the old versions, of course. And then just install everything you want. And that's the thing, you can convert Virtual Manager and VirtualBox drives for Unraid, for example, or back and forward. You can do that too. And if you use, let's say, RescueZilla or CloneZilla, you can actually clone your virtual drive into, let's say, RescueZilla image, and then you can put it on your computer, on real hardware. Yes, it has to read other drivers, for example, AMD instead of VirtualBox or QEM, whatever it is called. But usually, Linux has it all in. It's all there. You don't have to worry about a thing. Yes, if you have NVIDIA later, that might cause some troubles. If you want to do gaming, if not, then you should be totally fine. And there is a thing called Arch 32. No, not the Arch, normal Arch, and has 32. Yes, they have two. I think they stopped it now. But there is an, how can I say this? Project, like, let's say, like Debian, Ubuntu, and Mageia, and Fedora, and so they all have their own thing. So there's also an Arch 32 out. And they might have ideas to keep things running. Things you can't get anymore under normal 32. So I'm interested in that too. I want to see what they do. As I said, I like 32-bit because it is just, I don't know. I don't even know why we're on 64-bit. It's the same with Systemd. Oh yeah, it's a microsecond faster. Really? Not anymore, right? Isn't it? It was when it started, but now we have, I don't know how many million lines. So it's not that fast anymore. And you get free age verification. Isn't that great? Digital ID. And there's 3 billion reasons why you can't do it. And we have seen the honorable people working on it. So, no. All right. That is that. In general here, as I said, MX gives me no problems when I reboot. I don't have to sign in always in my Nextcloud account. It's one time in, it stays in, it's doing good. Everything is just working as intended, and I love it. This is how it's supposed to be, and that is when you have the older systems. And that's where I made a mistake. I think it was Mageia 5 changing to 6. I was one of the first one to change, and oh dear me, there was so much hustle going on, and that was the time I left Mageia, while I had it running for quite some time. And Calculate Linux, you see, I'm a poor guy. So this laptop has an NVMe, and they get more and more expensive because we need tons of data centers, which needs hundreds of megawatts to tell you how to boil a soft egg, right? So, and they're supposedly buying all the hardware, and then of course it gets more and more expensive. And on the other hand, the Babylon system is ruining all the supply chains anyway. Can't even go with a boat around the Strait of Hormuz anymore. You can't paddle there anymore. It's done. Yeah, not so funny actually, but we have to see it with humor, because you can live this day, you can cry or laugh. I think I would laugh. That's what I do. So they make everything expensive, because it's not like just because the guy in Davos, this one of the monkeys there, said, you shouldn't have computers. Yeah, the useless eaters, you and I, and your friends and my family. So we are useless eaters, and we shouldn't even have a computer. And Duran, we have age verification, all the parts getting more expensive. What a surprise, what a coincidence that always is, right? It's the same when they predict things, they're just happening. Dang it. Yeah, most people have forgotten that in 2019 they said they want to kill everybody but 500 million people. Now we're talking about nuclear war. What a dang, how quick everything changed, isn't it? However, so I don't want to make it too long. This is just a top of the head video. I think I call it something with age verification, and Debian Bookworm MX23.6. Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. Alright guys, so this was a little bit, I hope a little bit entertaining, and you can see you can even laugh about bad situations. Well, yeah, anyway, as long as you live, you live. Live your life, enjoy your life, and cover your tracks, get everything installed. And you can then go with Rescuezilla and make images, because they get compressed. Like that's what I did with my Calculate Linux here. I made a Rescuezilla image before I reinstalled this laptop. So if I ever want to go back, it is a few clicks and it gets back the way I want it. Then everything is there. I will do the same here tonight. It goes quick actually, because they're all SSDs, right? It makes very quick this disk image, and then I have it. So in case I want to distro hop again, then I can just have that image off, and if I say, oh no, I want the MX back, then I just don't have to install everything anymore. Put the image back on and good is. To ran. So that's what I'm going to do. And in between, I play around with virtual machines, and I would recommend for you guys to try things out, see how they go. It's usually fun to do, and it gives you some feeling of success, and this is very important. You need feelings of success. And if this is soothing and relaxing for you, which I really, really hope, then I might see you the next time. And that will be on my big machine, because I want to install something there and show you this too, which is a little bit different to the MX version here and to Debian, but it's also very interesting. So this is it, guys. And look at that. Even here in the old installation, here it is. I have a pause button. Look at that. And by the way, yes, this is that laptop where I had under Calculate Linux terrible sound, and I think this sound is doing pretty okay. So yes, this is Bookworm packages, while Calculate Linux is a rolling release, like it's Gen 2, right? And it rolled already forward, so this might have already suffered a lot from all these infiltrators destroying Linux. Well, that is that. And I hope you all have a good day, have a good night. Here it is now almost 2200, and I will watch a little bit TV, some relaxing stuff, House of David, maybe the TV show, I don't know. We'll see what I find. And then I watch that a little bit, and then I'll pet my little dog, and later I'll go to bed and sleep nicely. And tomorrow I have to start my taxes, and I will make a video in between, because it goes quick. Alright guys, but I want to share it because I think it's very, very interesting stuff, and it might help you in case you get into obstacles on your way. As I said, if you find obstacles and you know how to fix it, it gives you a good feeling of success. And we need it. Alright guys, have a good night, have a good day, and I hope to see you tomorrow in the next one. So today it's Monday. Oh yeah, we get tons of snow tomorrow. Alberta Clipper coming in. So Babylon System is spraying the skies like crazy to get that going. Let's honor this, because it costs tons of our tax money to make that happen. That's why we have carbon tax, right? Because who is paying for all that stuff spraying in the sky? Okay, guys, this is it now. Have a good night, and I'll see you next time. Bye.